Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Alhamdulillahirabbil alamin wa bihi nasta'inu ala umuri dunya waddin. Wassalatu wassalamu ala asrofil anbiya wa mursalin sayyidina Muhammadin khatamin nabiyyin wa ala alihi wa sahbihi rasulillahi ajma'in. Okay, first of all, let us say thanks to Allah who has given us mercy and blessing so we can gather in the seminar proposal. Secondly, please recite salawat to our Prophet Muhammad Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam by saying Allahumma salli ala Sayyidina Muhammad wa ala ali Sayyidina Muhammad. The Honorable, the first examiner, Mr. Januari MED, and the Honorable, the second examiner, Mrs. Nurdiana MPG. My name is Vivi Novita Manurung. I will present my research proposal entitled The Contribution of Vocabulary Mastery Towards Students' Writing Ability at Senior High School 1 Tapo, supervised by Ma'am or Mrs. Kurnia Budianti MPD. Okay, first we come to the chapter 1, that is background of the problem. This is according to Walsh in Klimova 2013. Writing was important because it is widely used in higher education and in the workplace. And according to Juria in Anggraini 2020, vocabulary is a fundamental skill that students must master before progressing to other skills such as reading, writing, listening, and speaking. And according to Zihong, without vocabulary, someone cannot communicate effectively both verbally and in writing or express their thoughts. Next is the identification of the problem. There are two identifications of the problem. The first one is students still have difficulty in using words, understanding the word meaning, and combining the right words. And the second identification is students afraid of making a mistake when they are want to write. And next is limitation of the problem. Due to many problem experienced by the student, researcher need to make limitation in the study to pay more attention to the specific one. So this study or research just focuses on the contribution of vocabulary mastery towards students' writing ability at Senior High School 1 Tapo. Okay, next is the formulation of the problem. There are three formulations of the problem from this research. The first one is, how is students' vocabulary mastery at Senior High School 1 Tapo? The second is, how is students' writing ability at Senior High School 1 Tapo? And the last is there any significant contribution of vocabulary mastery towards students' writing ability at Senior High School 1 Tapo? Next is the objective of the research. So this research has three objectives. The first one is to find out students' vocabulary mastery at Senior High School 1 Tapo. The second one is to find out students' writing ability or students' ability in writing at Senior High School 1 Tapo. And the last is to find out whether there is a significant contribution between vocabulary mastery and students' writing ability at Senior High School 1 Tapo. Okay, in this research, there are significant of the research. The first one is theoretically, this research can give additional information and enrich the previous study about the vocabulary mastery and the contribution between the vocabulary mastery and students' writing skills. And for the students, it can motivate them to practice and encourage them to learn English by improving their reading. Because as we can say, reading used in higher education and in the workplace. And for teachers, it can help teachers to develop the ways they want to teach vocabulary relate to writing. And the last is for the next researcher. This research finding expected to add practical and theoretical knowledge for further researcher. And next is the definition of the term. According to Al-Kastani 2015, vocabulary mastery is the ability of students to explore and use words. According to Brain and Eurozoo in Jacket et al. 2013, reading ability involves a well-structured method of presenting concepts in an organized and structured way. The next is theoretical framework. So, according to Hornby, in my Sarah and Rekmasari 2021, vocabulary is the total number of words that make up a language, including their meaning and the rules for combining them. According to Anissa in Mulyadi 2018, vocabulary mastery means ability to use words in the performing, communication, and understand the words. And the last is, according to Harma 2015, there are several indicators that someone needs to pay attention in learning a foreign language. That is word meaning, word use, and the last is word combination. And the next is writing. According to Brown 2000, writing is a thinking process. According to Harmer 2004, there are some stages of writing that is consist of planning, drafting, editing, and final draft. And next is, according to Jacob et al. At 1981, there is some indicator of writing. This is consist of content, organization, vocabulary, language use, and mechanics. And according to my Sarah and Rekmasari, vocabulary space can help someone to learning a language to express himself more fluently and confidently through writing, spoken, or written expression. And the last one is, according to Husna and Multazim, a recontext is one that retells an event that has already occurred. So recontext is a text that's already done in the past. Next is the relevant research. There are 5 relevant research from this study. The first one came from Maisara and Rekmasari 2021. This study entitled The Effect of Vocabulary Mastery on Students' Writing Ability. The participant was students at SMP Negeri 46 Jakarta. And it is focuses on descriptive text. The next is the research from Fadliyah 2021. This is about looking for relationship between vocabulary mastery and students' writing ability. It was conducted in UIN Sunan Ampel, Surabaya, and it was focused on paragraph writing class. And next is Rahmati 2018. It is focused on the relation between students' writing ability, relation between students' vocabulary mastery and students' writing skills. And this is conducted at UIN Aramiri Banda Aceh. So it was in a university level. And the next researcher is Rosidayani 2019. This is about the contribution of reading habit, vocabulary skill, learning motivation, our student achievement in English writing at SMK Negeri 1 Blora. And the last is the research from Kaspi Rahmi 2011. This is about the contribution between vocabulary mastery and speaking ability. It was conducted in SMA Negeri 1 Tambang. And the result was there is no significant contribution between vocabulary mastery towards students' speaking ability. Next is, this is the indicator of vocabulary mastery according to Harmer 2015. This is consists of word meaning, word use, and word combination. And the next is reading ability indicators. It came from Brown and Bailey in Brown 2000. This is consists of organization, content, grammar, punctuation, spelling, and mechanics, style, and quality of expression. Next is the method of the research. According to Gay, Mills, and Ayrezian, 2012, relational studies collect data to determine if and to what extent there is a relationship between two or more quantifiable variables. And the location of this research will be conducted in Sendra High School Wantapu on March 2023. The subject of the research will be a student at the 10th grade in Senior High School Wantapu. The object of the research will be a contribution of vocabulary mastery towards students' writing ability. And this is the population of the research. This is consists of 6 classes. The total number of students is 211. And this is the sample that I will take. It just 2 classes because I use cluster random sampling. It takes 10 MIA 1 with number of students 35 and 10 IPS 1 with number of students 35 too. And technique of collecting the data. There are two tests that I will use in collecting the data. The first one is vocabulary test, and the second one is writing test. And the technique for analyzing the data from this research is, the first one is descriptive statistic to knowing about the vocabulary level and writing ability. And the second one is person product moment to knowing about the relationship between vocabulary mastery and students' writing ability. And the last is I will use simple linear regression because I want to know how deep the contribution of vocabulary toward students' writing ability. Okay, thank you. That's all from me. I'm sorry if I made a mistake. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.